One trade. Hey!
I'ma do shit my way.
One shot.
So you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Haste. Hello my good people, welcome again to another amazing video whereby we're taking this $50 into $10,000. Yeah, it doesn't matter how long it will take, but we gonna do this, and at the end of this challenge you guys gonna give me my flowers because it's going to be hotter than lava, and everything is recorded in the YouTube channel. My people, before we jump into the video, the copy direct to Khalifa, Tamara Margo Vikashame Kozunia Panditing, Chief Inspector Bro. Master, baby. So we are going to break down the first trade that I gave every one of you in the Heistfx Study Room, and of course how we have been analyzing these things in the Heistfx Academy. If you are not going to make money with me in this $50 to $10,000, you are not doing justice to yourself. Man, Abundance Globe into the first pair where we have already taken the first trade. Remember, every trade we are going to take in this challenge, we are going to double the initial profit. So we are going to make 50% of the capital in every trade. And of course, the first trade was to turn the $50 into $100. Yeah. Now, was that possible? Everything is possible when it comes to the Heistmaster. I told you guys, you gotta believe in yourself, and everything else will just be added on to you. Yeah. So this is the first trade that we took of AUD USD. You have seen clearly how we had analyzed this market from here. I sent it first in the free Heist Telegram channel, which does not exist at all. Yeah, so the first take profit of this pattern was to reach at this point here, and then we expect a reversal. Yeah, so this reversal is going to form another, these are bearish flags, my people. Yeah, so I usually tell you how to analyze these flags. Yeah, so after we have had this when we're in a downtrend, we have those lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and these are the things that we are talking about when these are the flags. It is to go bearish. Yeah, my people, are we okay? So I tell you how the one trader one shot Heistfx strategy works. It's so simple. You only need to understand the market structure. You don't need to be worried about anything else. Yeah, so this is the first trade we took. Let me zoom to the 4 hour, to the 1 hour. So to the 1 hour, this is how we actually got this trade. It was a clear solid trade, my people. Yeah, and then what made us to take this trade, remember we were in a clear area of support and resistance. Yeah, you can see when we are below, we're using that area as a resistance ceiling, and when we are above, we are using that line as the support flow. Let us zoom into the 30 minutes where you can see it clearly, my people. Yeah, so in the 30 minutes you can see clearly how that is you can see how it is being reacted multiple times. Once we are below, we are using that area as a resistance ceiling, and then once we are above, we are using that area as a support flow, my people. Yeah, so everything is so what we needed in order to participate in this trade was a clear break of this zone and a clear retest, so that we can look for a clear confirmation for us to ride this price all the way down here, my people. Yeah, so remember, in trading you only need to understand the market structure, analyze it, and be patient. Take your time. Yeah, so before we took this trade here, my people, so we were waiting for a clear confirmation that now we have entered the bullish power, and now we are ready to take this trade going the downward side. So after a clear break of this zone and a clear retest, you can see how we had the bullish power ending at that point, because to the left we have another resistance there, my people. Yeah, let me now zoom into the left. Yeah, so you will clearly see it in the 1 hour. Yeah, in the 1 hour and in the 4 hour. Yeah, you can see how we had super resistance at that zone. Yeah, it is the 30 minutes. You not see it clearly. Yeah, Remember, I usually use the 4 hours and the daily to take my analysis from. Now I've zoomed into this so that I can show you the key levels that made me take this trade. So at this point now, when we had broken, remember, when we are above, we use that area as a resistance ceiling, and then when we are above, we use it as support floor. When you are below, we use that line as a resistance ceiling. So once we had broken that area, and then we had a retested there, and then we had this like confirmation candlestick that now we are going to break now that resistance ceiling. Now we are going to go down. So I took my entries there, and then after taking my trades there, I sent them live in the Heist study room. Remember, I only have 6 students who have already made profits from the first trade. Yeah, so if you had subscribed with $50 in this trade, you could have as well received your $50 back. Now you wait for profits. As simple as that. You only need to risk. No risk, no story. No risk, no gain. No risk, no pain. That is why you are not able to catch these things, because you are afraid of risking, my people. Yeah, so this is how I was keeping the track of this. We had another there, but then that one will be a trade for another account flip. Yeah, so AUD USD in area of interest, looking for clear selling opportunities and confirmation to enter the market. And then once I had executed the trade, remember I sent that at 8 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, and then in 10, this is pre-London session, I now entered the market, and then I told them AUD USD entry. I entered at that price. Take profit, I gave them clearly the take profit, and then with a clear stop loss. Yeah, and then that is it. You can see how I have a solid stop loss there, which I've given them. All the best traders, now we leave the market to do its thing. One trade, one shot to the moon. That was at 10 in the morning, and then by 5 we had already smashed it with news. When I was explaining that video in this YouTube channel here, I told them later in the day during the New York session there, we expect we expect news to come in. But then now after me, I always do the technical analysis. So later during the day, I told them news will be coming, but then I had done my technical analysis. Now to the MT5 where we executed the trade, you can see how we clearly had M pattern here, and then we entered the market at this point here. Yeah, in the from the trading view, yeah, where we had this small resistance there, and then we had confirmations that this price was not going to break above. Remember, our stop loss was here. Our stop loss was outside this trend line. Yeah, you can see how clearly the price has been reacting once it gets to that trend line. And remember, this is a bearish flag, my people. Yeah, so we had this protection of our take profit because we had this resistance ceiling there. So we knew our execution was protected inside there, and then we had this another protection whereby price could not break above it, and then now our stop loss was somewhere there, whereby we gave this trade enough room to breathe. Yeah, we were risking $20 in order to flip the account to $50. Remember, that is a 100% profit. Yeah, and then we had a clear whereby we wanted to catch this big move here. Yeah, my people, I give you another entry on AU USD, whereby I told you guys, when we have such a consolidation here, at the end of the day, when we break out from that area, we are going to catch a big move from the previous market. So I was interested in catching this big move here, and then I got it here, my people. Yeah, so that is the power of the Heistmaster. Yeah, and then our take profit was based on this M pattern here. So after a breakout, we have that retest there, and then we finish forming this M pattern here. And then once we finish forming that M pattern, now our take profit was at that point there. Now the rest we leave it, because at the end of the day, the market is going to reverse back to that area. We have another consolidation, and then we use that pattern to ride it further down. Yeah, and then that is how we do it under the Heistmasters. Now our balance from $50, now we have officially from the $2 figure now to a $3 figure with a solid profit of $50 from the initial deposit of $50. Now it is gonna be hotter than lava. So remember, 99.5 does not sound like 100. So after closing of after calculating my pips, I wanted to reach on $50, but then I missed it with 50 cents. So I had to open other random trades here so that I can make my target to 100, and then I closed. Yeah, so that is why we have this small payment fee. Yeah. Yeah, that is all about the trade that we took, my people. Yeah, it was a clear, solid trade, my people. Yeah, so now you can see how now the market is reversing to our where we had taken profit. Yeah, it is going to consolidate at that place there, and then we are going to find a perfect entry. Remember, the aim or the end goal of this AUD USD from my daily analysis is to reach at this zone here, my people. So we have a lot of opportunities. This is only one of them, my people. Yeah, we are only going to catch these big daddy moves in the market, these big daddy moves. We also be having another big daddy move coming from somewhere there to almost here. Yeah, so I'll be interested in catching that. The way you guys you know how I do my thing, so you'll catch it in a YouTube FX, my people. So yeah, that is it all for today. So let us do a quick recap of other trades. Remember, now we have this other trade. We have now these other big opportunities opening here as well. So early in the week we were interested in taking Euro USD. Yeah, you can see how we had a clear break of that bearish flag, and now the price is in our area of interest, my people. Yeah. This is how we do it under the Heistfx. Now you can see how the market is doing exactly what the Heistmaster is talking about. Yeah, now we have had a clear break of that zone. Now we have now a clear retest of that zone, so that we can be interested in finding an entry, which I will give to the Heistfx Study Room student who have subscribed with the $50, so that we can ride this price from there. We only be targeting 50 pips in every account flip, yeah, to somewhere there, and then now last phase whereby we'll be riding these phases up to there. Yeah, that is all about the EU, my people. So later during, I was also interested in card JPY. I was interested in it, but then I've not taken a trade yet. So I was I was waiting for this price, but then this is a clear trade for next week, my people. Yeah, you can see now we have that reversal pattern from there. Remember, this card JPY has been on an uptrend for the longest. Yeah, has been on an uptrend for the longest. Yeah, so what we expect is a clear, you see how we have this clear neckline here. So after we break that neckline there, and then we have a retest of that zone, so we'll be interested in riding that price coming downwards. Yeah, so now this I'll be moving that. Let me zoom into the 1 hour, so that I'll be now moving this. I'm interested to take this trade. I'll be interested, but then let me now put it somewhere there, maybe somewhere there. Yeah, this is a potential trade for next week, my people. Yeah, and then we have this AUD USD. What is it doing? Let us zoom into the 1 hour or to the daily. Remember how I analyze the market? It is all about one trade, one shot. Now this is a far way. Yeah, we need some time for this. Yeah, this is a trade maybe for 2 weeks from now. Yeah, and then pound card. What do we see in pound card? It is reversing upwards there. So I think this is another trade which will take quite a long time. You see how we have this clear support flow here. So once we break that support flow and retest it, so we'll be interested to ride the price there, my people. Yeah, and then what can we see in AUD? In AUD now, what can we see? Let it open. seen how we have that clear area there. Yeah, this was another clear one. I think we missed that big move there. And so that is it all for next week. So for next week, or for my next trade, we'll be waiting for a clear confirmation from AUD USD so that we can take the trade, and then CAD JPY, we'll be interested in that, and then Euro USD. That is it for my top pairs. Yeah, so that is it all for my top pairs, and then we have these opportunities here. I'll be analyzing them, and once we have clear setups, now I'll bring them to the top pair so that we can also keep track of them all, my people. Yeah, so that is it all for today. Our $50 to $10,000 is now at $100. Yeah, and everything is possible. Manabades Global. Until next time, peace out, my people.